The goal is we want to create 2 to 3. 2 to 3 is a good sweet spot number, maybe 4, maybe 5, but ideally 2 to 3. Easy questions, easy in layman words. So take a look. All the practice types are here for you. I already had about 7, 8 of these written out, and then I used ChatGPT to help me with the rest using the same kind of system.
I would be careful asking qualifying questions. They're looking for some sort of an answer at this point in time. And so if you put an obstacle in the way at that point in time, the next thing they're going to do is do a Google search or whatever and call the next attorney.
Welcome to my legal academy, helping lawyers work smart, scale fast, and enjoy life.
So let's go through the instructions and the benefits to get the why out of the way. So if you want to use this worksheet to create effective qualifying questions that will help you identify and attract quality leads. This is more on the pre-qualifying, just to get to clean up 70-80% of it. We're not trying to be perfect. We're not trying to completely create a perfect scenario where all these questions are going to perfectly qualify, but at least 70-80% is where we're trying to shoot for, and the rest will play itself out. So by pre-qualifying your leads, you will streamline your process, focus your efforts on the most promising prospects, and increase your conversion rates. The benefits is saving time. You don't have to call up every lead. There's good value to 80-20 your leads and going after the best ones. It obviously increases efficiencies, boosts your conversion rate, which again increases your chances of you succeeding with this. It's also good for the client, because if you know that they're actually a good match, then you can spend more time with them, have a better communication with them when you know that they qualify, versus spending all that time trying to figure out whether they qualify or not. And a lot of people don't realize this is key, is it gives you very good valuable data about who are these, what are the problems that they have, do they even qualify, do they not qualify. All that stuff feeds the marketing, and I do this all day long. Create pivot tables out of the answers from wherever, from leads, from clients, and see what I can do about this. And I started just last week, started using ChatGPT quote interpreter to analyze things. And I'm like, whoa, there's so many. I literally created a 6-page report out of just one Excel sheet. So very insightful to be able to get that data. Now let's get to the how to do this. The goal is we want to create 2 to 3. 2 to 3 is a good sweet spot number, maybe 4, maybe 5, but ideally 2 to 3. Easy questions, easy in layman words, okay? Easy language, easy words that you can ask to qualify your leads. And a little bit more, little kind of best practices, your qualifying questions should ask about the problem they currently have. It's a good way to think about it. Okay, the first question should be about the problem itself. It should be easy to answer, and something very crucial, ideally something that they can answer with multiple choice. Whenever you ask an open-ended question where people are just gonna have to type out something, that doesn't do nearly as well as somebody just choosing an option. So what I did was I created those. A lot of these I had to, I generate a lot of these different leads myself, so I had to go through the motions. So I had to go through different variations. So take a look. All the practice types are here for you. I already had about 7, 8 of these written out, and then I used ChatGPT to help me with the rest using the same kind of system. Okay, the first question for PI is, what type of accident were you involved in? So the pattern is 1, it's about the problem. 2 is, it's very simple. And 3, it's a multiple choice. So what type of accident were you involved in? Now the options, very important. Be very critical about which one is the most popular one and put it in that order. The reason is it's kind of like math. If you give the most likely one on the top one, and you want to make it easy for those most popular choice to be chosen. And you don't want to hide the popular one on the bottom. So I put it in the order of popularity. Okay, that's the first question. Second was another important qualification question that we know, a lot of these leads, they get into an accident. Was the accident caused by another party? Okay, it's a very direct question. You obviously want them to choose yes. If they say no, and unless if you find another angle, I don't think you can help them. So that's a very direct question. And the last one is the statute of limitation question. Did the accident occur within the last 2 years? Yes or no? That's it. I've done campaigns where there was other questions that I could ask, were there injuries, were there serious injuries and things like that. So you can add other questions. but at the very least have these as a foundation. Immigration. Are you planning to work, study, or visit? Whatever that is. And immigration is, I already know, immigration, there's a lot of people that are information seekers, or they're not looking to hire a lawyer, or they've already hired their lawyer. There's one more feedback, things like that. That's when you can kind of ask very direct questions. Do you have between 5 to 10K to invest in the immigration process? It's okay to be direct because it puts them in the right frame of mind that no, this is not free. This is how much it costs to be able to do this. And then when you already have that conversation, they're already pre-framed for that. Employment, again, just to move things along. Employment, I do this all day long. What work issue are you facing? Top ones based on tens of thousands of leads being generated, wrongfully fired, discrimination, harassment. And by the way, notice that I didn't say wrongful termination because that's a legalese. I say wrongfully fired. People have to think about being fired. So I don't think about termination. Termination, again, legalese. So wrongfully fired, discrimination, harassment, denied lunch or rest break, hurt at work, which could be workers' comp, denied overtime, which could be class actions, sexual harassment, which could be class actions. My employer doesn't like me. That's a very smart one that we came up with. We found out that a lot of the leads is just people that want to complain about their employer. Unfortunately, that's not a case for them. So we just give them a kind of like a little trap. If they choose this, we automatically filter them out because we can't do anything for them. And then other issue, just in case we have a backup. So that one's really, really good. It's been optimized, super optimized. And the second question, will probably revised 3 or 4 times. We tried different angles, and this is what we are playing with right now is how long have you been employed at this company? We found out a lot of the leads are just like, they just come in and then they leave and there's nothing to be done. Ideally, employment should be above 3 months. So right away we filter out less than 3 months, more than 3 months. If they choose less than 3 months, automatically they're filtered out. We don't even get them in our CRM. They don't receive any texts. We can't do anything about them. We need only people who have been employed for more than 3 months. All right, estate planning. Do you currently have a will or trust? And this is a little bit more different depending on what type of estate planning you do. Are you interested in setting up or revising your estate plan? Do you own any real estate? Are you married? Do you have children? Are you looking for help? Elder law? Are you looking for help for yourself or a loved one? I've seen the first question just be a very simple yes or no question just to get the ball rolling. So this is fine. It's good. I've seen this many times and no, I don't think I do it myself, but I've seen this being done a lot. Are you the agent, undercover attorney for him and her? Next, where is your loved one? And this one could be better. Just having access. It's about them, the fact that they're looking to be able to solve this problem with an investment. Are you caring for someone? Do you have a DPOA? Where is your loved one located? It'll be open.
Hey, hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you're a lawyer and you're looking to work smart, scale fast, and enjoy life, right below this video, you'll find a link to book a call to speak to my team so we can tell you how we've been able to help over 500 law firm owners scale their law firm. Now back to the video.
Criminal defense, what happened? So nothing about, just very simple, easy, what happened. So here's some ideas: DUIs, drug-related offense, assault, theft or burglary, traffic violation, or other. Have charges been officially filed against you? I think that's a pretty strong, good question to have. Yes or no? How urgently do you need to resolve this issue? Immediately, this week, this month. Notice it doesn't say anything else. It just either you have one of those options, right frame of mindset. And are you seeking to hire a lawyer to assist with this issue? Yes or no? Or you could potentially optimize this to be a little bit stronger. You're looking to hire a lawyer to benefit, whatever that is. Business law, again, soft question. What stage is your business currently in? Planning stage, just started, already operating, expanding. Right away, you can know where they're at and you could tailor the communication based on that. Then you get into the services. What do you need to help with, essentially? Starting business, trademark, contracts and agreements, dispute resolution, other, and potentially Are you looking to hire a lawyer to help you with this? Trademark. Do you have a specific name, logo, or slogan you wish to trademark? Yes or no? Has this trademark been used in commerce? Yes or no? I'm sure, I think at this point, for our trademark lawyers, they'll be able to create maybe one more or make this even better than what it is. Family law. What family law issue are you facing? Divorce, child custody, child support, alimony, other. And then, do you currently have legal representation? Yes or no? Do you and your spouse have a court case open? So either or and double. Are you seeking to hire an attorney to help you get your life back? All right. Property damage. What type of damage has occurred? This is the question that makes the most sense. Fire or smoke damage, water or flood damage, wind or storm damage, vandalism or theft, mold or other, in the order of most popular to most common to least common. Did this damage occur within the last year? SOL question. Have you filed a claim with your insurance company yet? Yes or no? Are you seeking to hire a lawyer to assist you with your claim? Yes or no? I think this is pretty good. Workers' comp. Have you or a loved one been injured at work? This is one of those yes or no questions, simple questions that I mentioned earlier. Is it okay if we contact you regarding the workplace injury? It's a little bit different style. It's a little more, if we have trouble getting in contact with the leads, we kind of pre-frame them that we're going to contact you. Bankruptcy. Are you considering filing for bankruptcy? Have you filed for bankruptcy before? I feel like this could be beefed up for sure. Driving tickets. What type of driving tickets have you received? Do you have any previous driving infractions? And again, a lot of these could be people that are not necessarily looking to hire. So I would probably ask one of those direct questions about, are you looking to hire a lawyer to resolve your driving ticket, etc. SSD. Are you currently receiving or applying for SSD benefits? Receiving, applying, neither. And have you been denied SSD benefits in the past? Yes or no? Landlord tenant. Are you a landlord or tenant? That's a very good polarizing binary question to ask. And what issue are you facing? Eviction, lease dispute, repairs, security deposit dispute, other, etc. Real estate. Are you buying or selling real estate property? Buying, selling, other. Or do you have a real estate agent or lawyer representing you? Tax law. Are you dealing with a personal or business tax issue? Personal or business. And have you been audited or contacted by the IRS or state tax agency? Another one could be, is your claim above $10,000, $5,000, wherever your cutoff is? If it's a small claim that it's not worth your time, you could directly ask that question as well. Patent. Do you have an invention or design you wish to patent? Yes or no? Have you previously filed a patent application? Yes or no? Medical malpractice. Have you or loved one been injured due to medical injury? And have you spoken to a lawyer about this issue? And you see, it's not that crazy. You don't have to, again, it's pre-qualifying. Yes, you have to do a full intake once you talk to them and all that stuff. But for now, we just want to clear out 70-80% of it.
I basically dropped in the chat that, I would be careful asking qualifying questions about when somebody's looking to engage your services, because, put yourself in the consumer's shoes. And as Laura said, she hit right on it. They're looking for some sort of an answer at this point in time. And so if you put an obstacle in the way at that point in time, the next thing they're going to do is do a Google search or whatever and call the next attorney who's going to speak to them at that moment in time. So all I was really saying is it may be a missed opportunity for you not to have conversation with that person, and it would block them from having that access. So it's just from my own experience, something that I felt pretty strongly about in hearing that question. But I also dropped in the chat, nothing wrong with saying, do you have the funds right now available to you to engage the services? Because that, again, as Sam had said earlier, gets them thinking they're going to have to pay for this service something. So at least it lays the stage for that frame of mind. So that's what I thought was important to note.
Amazing. Very good. Thank you for sharing that.